So you want to feel better about yourself, but you have a few limiting beliefs which are holding you back from feeling better about yourself. And that comes from one of these few things. It could be from your friends telling you what you are, your teachers telling you what you are, your family telling you what you are, or you telling yourself what you are. If you were anything like how I was in school, I was the class clown. I was the one who would make myself look like an idiot just to get a reaction and a laugh out of people. I'd just constantly do weird shit, like I'd just make random weird noises. I'd start throwing pens around and constantly disturbing the class just to make people try and laugh. I would ultimately make myself look like a fucking idiot just to try and get a reaction out of other people. Then, after I would do those things, the teachers would come over and they'd call me an idiot, they'd call me dumb, they'd call me annoying, they'd call me all of this. And then around the school, to everyone, I was known as the annoying, the idiot, and the stupid kid. Now, I'm not saying what I did was right. I'm not saying that I didn't deserve to be called those names, because absolutely I did deserve to be called those names. I was a complete wanker in school. All I'm saying is, them telling me I am stupid and annoying and I'd never be anything was instilled into my own mindset, and I would tell myself that. So then fast forward to when we left school and we started having responsibilities. You had to get a job, you had to start looking after yourself. I was utterly depressed with myself. Going from school to real life, I had the belief of myself from what my teachers had told me is that I'd be a failure and I was annoying and I was stupid. So these things that people call you, if they do it for such a long time, you develop that belief as fact in your own mind, and having that believed as fact in your own mind, and you tell yourself that and you believe you are that, is just depressing, it's empty, and it makes you unhappy with yourself. It is also extremely difficult to change yourself and become better if every day you're called a fat and ugly guy. It is just diminishing and it is unmotivating. It is going to be much harder for you to build a fit physique if every single day you are called fat and ugly. A massive key to becoming happy with yourself and who you are as a person, which is the ultimate point of life, is to be happy, is to change your own identity and change the limiting beliefs that hold you back from becoming who you want to be. If you want to develop the belief that you are a fit and sexy person, you need to go out and actually become a fit and sexy person. You need to go to the gym, you need to work on looks matching yourself to become that set of beliefs. You don't just tell yourself that and then you are that. Then once you see yourself putting in work towards those goals and you can see some progression and you can see improvements in yourself, you can start to believe that you are a fit and sexy person if you are starting to become more fit and more sexy. Because if you just call yourself a fit and sexy person, but you don't do anything to achieve that and you just stay how exactly you are, you stay fat, you're still eating junk food and you're still not improving yourself, then you're just delusional. You need to put in hard work to get that body to then start calling yourself you are fit. Calling yourself fit and sexy when you're fat and ugly is stupid. You have to deserve to be called fit and sexy. You don't just get to call yourself that. You have to go out and actually become it. Now, this does mean that you will have to distance yourself from the things that are holding you back. So if you want to achieve that healthy and fit body, then you're going to have to cut off the junk food. If you want to start telling yourself you are fit and sexy once you've achieved that body, you need to cut off the people and every other belief that are telling you you are not that and you are fat still and you are ugly still. You need to cut that off. So this means you're going to have to cut off the extra sweets. You're going to have to cut off those friends that are keeping you stagnated. And it is going to be hard. Of course it is going to be hard. Everything that is good in life, the reason it's so valuable is because it's hard to get. But let's just put it into perspective. It's either you stay fat and ugly, but you're still friends with these people, or you distance yourself from these people and you become who you actually want to be. You either stay comfortable with these friends who call you fat and ugly, and you believe you're fat and ugly, and then you stay depressed because you don't want to be alone and you don't want to lose your friends, or you sack off the friends for a little bit of time, work on yourself, get that body that you really want, then come back to those friends, and then you've broke all limiting beliefs of yourself that you can actually do something. You are fit, you have a good body, and then ultimately you'll feel better about yourself. One thing that I have realised myself is that it's impossible to change someone's belief of you if they have known a bad version of you for so long. If someone has the mental note of you being an annoyance and a fat kid, they're just going to know you as the fat, annoying kid. There is only one way that you can change these beliefs that call you a fat guy, and it is to go out and it is to become a fit guy. You have to go alone for a period of time, develop that body, become who you want to be, then go back to those friends and talk to them then and see how they are. Because if you keep hanging around these people who call you fat and ugly, it is going to be 10,000 times harder to then change. If you're called fat and ugly every day, it's going to be so much harder to be motivated to go out and actually build a body that you're proud of if you're just diminished every single day. So this could be something like, you can't get fit, you're too fat for that. You can't go gym, you're the fat guy. Everyone knows you as the fat guy, why would you want to do that? Those are some beliefs that could be instilled by your friends, and it is so much harder to then achieve that fit body because it feels like it's a problem that you achieve those goals. It's like, well, why would you want to do that? You're the fat guy. But there is a different side to this, and it is to enjoy your friends' criticism. If your friends come up to you and they say, look, you're gaining a bit of weight, you're getting fat, and you need to go to the gym again, that is a good friend, and that is someone who will help you out, catch you when you're slipping and make you better. But if there's a friend who bullies you for slacking, or say something's not going right, you start eating some junk food again and you start gaining a bit of weight, or you're trying to make progress to your goal, you eat junk food for like a day, you slip or something, and then they just start laughing at you, you're a fat piece of shit, and then they laugh at you, that's a shit friend, and nobody wants a friend like that. And an actionable step that you can do to start seeing progress really fast in your own belief system and actually goal hitting is to cut off those friends that constantly call you a fat piece of shit. Then, once you have achieved the body and you've achieved the goal that you've wanted to hit, or you've started making progress towards your goal, and then you decide to go back to your friends, start meeting them again, they'll either congratulate you and respect you more for it, or they'll be negative towards you hitting your goals. If they are negative towards you hitting your goals, then you need to sack them off, and they're not worth having friends. Because what they'll try to do, for example, is say something like, you've changed, I miss the old you, you were better when you were fat. That is not a friend. That is not a beneficial person to have around you. That is someone telling you, you were better when you were at a lower point in your life and you were depressed. That is basically them just saying they're insecure of you and they don't like how much progress you're making. They're not making any progress and you are. And because you were both on the same level before and you start developing and they don't, they start seeing you as a threat, then they want to try and bring you back down to their level so they're more comfortable being around you. And you know what? If it gets to the point where they genuinely don't want to hang around you anymore, this happened to me, fuck them. You don't need them. If they want you to be worse, if they want you to be fat, if they want you to be unhealthy and lazy and all of that, and you don't want to be, then they weren't your friends. Cut them off and try to find new friends who actually encourage the person you want to be and you're comfortable being around.